Hello, I'm Sandy Gervais. I'm a designer for Riley Blake Designs, and I'd like to welcome you to Virtual Quilt Market Spring 2021. We're virtual again, but I see that the fall market is on the docket, so hopefully in the fall we will actually get to have market and we'll get to see you and we'll get to talk to you in person. In the meantime, this virtual thing seems to be working. And I want to tell you about two lines that I'm showing this year. The first line is called Adel in Autumn. And some of you ask, Adel in Autumn, what does that mean? Well, my grandmother's name was Adele. We called her Granny. She didn't have any vases. She always put her flowers in a fruit jar. And her flower bouquets came from her yard or the ditches nearby, but always in a fruit jar. So the panel depicts the flowers in a fruit jar. I have designed a pattern using this panel. It's a free pattern. It's on the Riley Blake website. You can go to their website and there's a free button and you can find it there. An easy pattern using the panel. The fabric is Adele in Autumn, shipping in July by Sandy Gervais. I wanted to show you some of the prints up close. This is the signature print. Pumpkins and some leaves. Berries, acorns, and seeds. I love that little acorn print in the brown. Vine, a herringbone stripe. I always like to put a plaid in my fall line. The brown signature print. And of course the textures, the matching textures are always in all the lines. The Sandy Gervais textures there's matching textures to go with every line. This is the green version. Some cream backgrounds in there. Another plaid. And some textures. And then I always do cheater cloth or convenience cloth. And this one makes that, you can make that quilt. I like to, my cheater fabrics, I like to have them a pattern that I normally wouldn't make. I probably wouldn't tackle something with that many tiny little points. So I would prefer to do that in a cheater method because I know I'll get that done and those points will be perfect. And then we are offering a wide back in this line, just some line drawings of the motifs from the line in the red, the green, and the cream. Wanted to show you some of the patterns. This is the panel pattern that I mentioned is free on the Riley Blake Designs website. The border is actually easier than it looks. It's just squares and partial squares with connector squares to form that border. And then we have the feature quilt, which is a block of the month. It also comes in a kit in this adorable Riley Blake box kit that they do. It features the fruit jars with the flowers in them. And we put that fruit jar blue in the border also. That quilt measures 74 by 74. Comes in a kit as well as a not a kit. This is another kit that Riley Blake Designs did, and there will be 4 lines of the Adele series, and every series will have a table runner that's into a kit that features these fruit jars, and of course the flowers will change with the seasons. And if you notice that cute little box there is clear blue, shaped like a fruit jar. I thought it was an adorable way to kit this. And that inner triangle border is actually prairie points, so it's dimensional also. That's in a fruit jar, in a fruit jar, autumn. And this is the other quilt on The Sky is Falling. It's table mat size or small wall quilt size, very quick and simple to make. And then this is the runner that I showed you earlier with the piece border using the 5-inch stacker. That pattern is The Sky is Falling. All these patterns go with the Adel and Autumn line. The fabric and patterns are shipping in July. And this pattern is called Loveliness. It uses a fat quarter, or it's fat quarter friendly. It's really easy to make. It's just one block and then the half block. The half block makes up the outer area of it. This would be great made out of any kind of fabric to change up the seasons, or I think it'd be great red and white quilt. Measures 72 by 72. And that is Loveliness using the Adel and Autumn fabric line. The patterns are Pieces from My Heart by Sandy Gervais. I wanted to show you this pattern that goes with the Adel and Autumn. This pattern is called The Sky is Falling. There's two projects on the pattern. This first one is the runner. It features two little turkeys with some acorns, like they're running from the acorns. It's real simple piecing, half square triangles and connector squares. Connector squares on those little acorns. And it's got a pieced border. The border is actually, we took a 5-inch stacker and cut it into quarters for 2.5-inch squares. There's another little turkey at the other end running the opposite way with the acorns. And that pattern is The Sky is Falling by Pieces from My Heart. I wanted to share with you the Block of the Month quilt spread out on the bed. This is the Adel and Autumn Block of the Month. It features the fruit jars, and all the quilts in the series, there will be 4 different lines in the series, and every series will have, or every line will have a Block of the Month, and each Block of the Month will feature these fruit jars with seasonal flowers in them to coordinate with the season of the fabric. So there's the little fruit jars, and then there's some motif blocks, seasonal motif blocks, the pumpkin, some traditional pieced blocks. That apple basket is one of my favorite blocks. And the little running turkey. And then the fruit jars again. And there you have it. That is Adel and Autumn by Sandy Gervais for Riley Blake Designs. The patterns are Pieces from My Heart by Sandy Gervais, and everything is shipping in July.